You're
Hey,
kidding.
we're live. What's going on, man?
That's it?
That's it.
Woo.
We skipped that intro, man. We're running a little bit behind, so I figured let's just get right into it.
Oh my God. We got like no warning or nothing. We're live. Hey, how are you doing? Good thing I had my clothes on. Right?
I think we're just. I got one quick thing to share in the background, but man, what are you up to?
Try not to freeze to death. It's hard. It's hard to be a wannabe cowboy. What do you want to call that? Like a wannabe cowboy. And when it's 7 degrees outside, I can't wear a cowboy hat. I gotta wear like a beanie stuff. I only put this on for the show. Like, yeah. So it's freezing. We're not building any fence hardly at all. For those of you guys that live in this type of climate and do this all the time, you're badasses. We're not built for this, man. So
yeah, I mean, didn't another storm just hit today or something? Didn't it?
Today, I mean, it's only a couple inches, but it's like 7 degrees outside. And when it's been this cold for that many days, and then the ice and sleet comes, like you're just over it. Like it's just enough.
Dude, a couple inches is like 2 feet in Nevada.
I think it was the Detroit's weather's down here screwing around in our front yard, is what they call it. I don't know. It's horrible. Like, take this shit back. Now, the good news is I think that next week it's like over 30 degrees all week. And I think after that, I think we're in the clear.
Dude, what about the weather in Salt Lake next week? It's going to be beautiful.
It's supposed to be pretty damn nice, right? Like I would think I'd be going to Salt Lake and see snow and freeze my butt off, but instead I'm going to Salt Lake to leave this shit behind.
You're going to Salt Lake to warm up, right? To bring your swim trunks, right? If you're walking around, us fencers, we'll be out in flip flops if it gets above 40.
Flip flops maybe, but I don't know about swim trunks in Salt Lake. But looking forward to a little bit of a break from the weather. Go see our fence people at the Fence Tech event there. Well, of course, Mr. Fence will have the booth there, Tools Academy. I'm trying to call it all the things Mr. Fence World. Just call it the Blue Booth.
We'll be up there in the Fence magazine and stuff as well.
Yes.
But what's your booth? Is it going to be that big blue pyramid tool booth?
It is not going to be that big blue pyramid booth. It's going to be even bigger.
What?
I'm just kidding. It's not.
You got a bridge going over the other.
Didn't you? You're like, okay, I know. Wouldn't put it past me, but no, we're going to go. The model for 2025, I've been saying all year, is less is more, and we're bringing it down. A couple of pop-up tents, a couple of TVs. We're going to have conversation. I kind of put some posts out. What does that mean?
Yeah,
we are going to run education content in our booth for free for the entire show, for every bit of the show, every bit of it. There's be seats out there. Pull up a chair. The same type of stuff we do in Overdrive and the retreat and all these events and the speaking events that we do for the AFA and also for FWA. We're going to give those pieces and just nonstop. Boom, 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 boom. We understand you got a lot to see at the show floor, but give us an hour of your time, pick a topic that really means something to you, and sit down and take those golden nuggets. So it'll be me, Nico, Sam Vitello. We have some instructors up there talking about stop selling. That's a new discussion we've been having lately, and then we'll do
stop selling.
Stop selling. Yeah, so we're going to help you become better at closing.
We'll see how that one goes over. I think
stop selling. Okay, that's how we title it, just like it sounds, right? Stop selling. We're also going to have the Fence Matrix there. For those of you guys who have heard us talking about it, a lot of people are thriving off of this. It's a lot of discussion about know your numbers, but at the end of the day, we've had this conversation. What does that mean? Know your numbers. Like what numbers? And if I do know them, what do I do?
Dude, I hate that. I hate it when they say that. It's just, you ask, we got so many stuff consultant wise, people coming in and stuff. They're just like, second you say, no, you got to know your numbers. You got to know your numbers. Well, they don't have any numbers to know yet.
Right.
I'm like, I get that. That's not necessarily the issue. They need to learn the basics sometimes. And we're still sitting here trying to tear apart books. Well, they don't have books yet.
We got to teach them what to even be looking at. What should we be measuring? And if we did measure, what we do with that information? So Fence Matrix kind of ties that all together for them from the very beginning to all the way for my geeks out there that want to have it all the way to the end. We got that.
Yeah. But so you're going to have chairs you're still going to have your tools, right?
Nope.
What?
Nope. No.
What do you mean?
Literally, we're flipping the script on this. This is about us getting back, right? So no tools. We will have, you can order the tools. We will have free shipping on everything. So rather than bringing them there and you try to figure out how to get them home, if you purchase a tool there, it's free shipping. So we'll just be there.
Do I have to bring my own chair? Are you gonna have some chairs or something in there at least?
So we'll actually have a chair. It'll be 12 chairs in the booth. And you're gonna actually have to register for the classes. You can stand and watch all you want. If it's an open chair, have it. But if you want to have a chair for sure at one of those classes, You register on
rent it.
Eventbrite, and we'll
I
have
see
a
how it
chair.
is. You're a free class, but we got to rent the chair. Is that what it is?
Well, would it be great if it was free? That would be great. How can we make it better than great?
Well, yeah, but you still got to get in there, man.
So there is a fee to get into the show floor. I get that. So
Yeah.
to overcome that, we've helped a few people out with that. But to go one step further, we are not going to spend any of our money on a party or a sponsorship of any sort. We're going to turn that money around and give it back to the industry, to the people that need it, the people that are looking for the education. So how do we make it better than giving away the education for free? What do we do?
I mean, the ladder method, where you just get a ladder and you both carry it in together and nobody stops you. It's free to get in, right?
We're going to give everyone a $100 for every class they attend.
You're gonna pay them to come.
We're going to give them a tool credit of $100. So if they got to pay to get to the door, right? It's $130 to get to the door, I think, or whatever it is. We're going to give it back to them in a tool credit for every single class that they find that they want to attend. There's different, from the fence matrix to the selling to the website to management classes. If there's one there that makes sense to you, hell, if you want to park your butt there and sit the whole damn time, fine.
So you can order it online.
But you got to sign up. Yeah, you got to get a seat first. You can't just show up. So go to Eventbrite link, get a seat, and then when you're done the class, we'll give you your ticket. And that's a tool credit. It can be used for training, academy, coaching, tools, whatever. $100 a class. We're going to try to bridge that gap for the money you're paying to get there. A lot of guys are talking about, like, I got flights and places, and so it breaks my heart when I hear people say they can't afford to go because I got to spend the money elsewhere, right? So
it's worth going. I mean, a little bit. Fence Tech knows how to put these things on. It's worth going to everybody.
Absolutely. I think they all should go. But when people will say, "Well, I'm not sure if it's worth my time," we're going to try to make that. We're going to make that kitty a little bit more valuable. Like, what do you mean worth your time? We're going to try to give some of that back to you. Like, let's go. Let's see. Because I think once they go the first time, they're going to go to every show. Like all these shows. There's so much value from the networking and the resources. Even new products and the education pieces as well. There's a lot to be learned. So big deal.
But you got that's not, I mean, I'm gonna be there. I think we're going to International Building, the IBS show. I don't know if you haven't been to that yet, have you?
Oh, I actually exhibited at that show one time.
Did you? Yeah, I mean, last year we exhibited at Fence Tech, and FWA did. They got a booth at Fence Tech in over back east. Where was it? Where was it last year?
Last year was Nashville,
yeah. So we had a booth at the Nashville one, but at the same time we had a booth at the World of Concrete. So I did the World of Concrete, and then the women of FWA did the one in Nashville. But we didn't get a booth this year at Fence Tech, but we're going to be there, supporting it like we always do. So we're going to come out in force, and anybody that's needs to meet up or something, let us know. We're going to be going around. If you're exhibiting, we want to do an interview with the Fence Magazine. We're more than happy to stop by, reach out
how would they get a hold of you? What's the best way for them to get the interview?
You can reach out to Susan or schedule it at support@fencemagazine.com. If you want us to stop by your booth and do a quick interview and do some shouts out for Fence Tech and
everything everybody's doing. Go around and do those interviews.
Yep. Yeah, so we have a press pass. We'll be walking around. We're excited. We're always excited to go. And this is so close to home. There's no way I'm missing it. Right? 6 hours. We're driving.
4-hour drive for us.
Yeah, 6 hours. 6 hours of driving. So we're going to be up there for that. We got our hotel room, but I think it's gonna be a one-night hotel, 2 days. I'm good for one night at these conventions, and then
Yes, you are. Short attention span.
anywhere, but then we come the International Building Show. I'm going to do the first day, and then I'm coming up there for the second 2 days. But then the very next week, I'm going to come up to Texas. So
since in Texas is happening.
Yeah.
And
so what's the 150, 200 people I heard coming, right? Homeland, you and Homeland are sponsoring it?
So no, it's Homeland sponsoring the event, and then it's hosted by Anchor B and Duramex Fencing Supply out of Weatherford, Texas. So the synergy of all those guys coming together is fantastic. They've opened this up to where it's 150 plus people that are already registered to be at this event. This is a demonstration event. We're going to be demonstrating a no-dig deck with Gorilla Decking from Homeland, right? And then we're going to demonstrate no-dig vinyl fence from Homeland. We're going to have some no-dig aluminum fence with I-post in the ground, and some no-dig wood King Plus down there as well. And then we're going to have, FWA, Defense University is going to put on a installation demonstration for gate operator, LA400 lift masters on a set of double drive gates. That's you and or Michael Brooks and you both.
Yep. It's gonna be Susan's coming. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be there. Obviously, we're making arrangements for it, and then Brooks has already made his arrangements. So it should be at least the three of us from. Of course, you're there, so it'll be four of us from FWA. Reach out to any of us also about join FWA.com. Get together with us.
There's still tickets available if you guys want to get there. Again, this is a 2-day event. There's going to be a dinner served by Homeland Thursday night and a band that night. So we're doing all of this at Anchor B and Duramex Supplies location. So it's not like we're driving to different job sites. It's all going to happen right there. A little bit of fence, all four different fence types, the gates, the deck, all it's going to be right there. Matter of fact, I think we're building the deck possibly for the band to play on. Like we got to build the deck and then the band plays on. So hopefully it all works out well.
So it's weather's going to be a little bit nicer. Susan's going down like the day before. I mean, you guys, I guess when I say nicer, it's I don't expect the rain. You guys are just used to the rain and the snow and all that. JC Gurry will be there. I know it's going to be a lot of people.
Oh, JC Gurry's will be there too. Oh wow, nice job. It's 10 degrees there in Weatherford today.
Yeah.
So I hope it warms up before we get there.
I'm glad it's only like a 2-hour demo where we're installing that operator.
Right. You're gonna be, but hopefully bring some gloves. I don't know if you can do gate up in the wiring gloves on.
Hey, I walk around like that digger, fingers on the diggers. If a digger wants some smoke, I'll let the rock by me at his liver. Came in looking dirty and I'm leaving if it's rocky. If they try me, said I'm sloppy, mixing out the big body. Pop out on a custy. Digger, what the fuck up? Last batch strong as fuck, my Portland doing push-ups. If you bop that action, write that check, I'll pull the fuck up. You be wanting hella fencing winter, shut the fuck up. My fences be shining like some glitter, but it's easy. Film a ginger, put him on the news, he on TV. I got all these jobs cause I'm a goddamn celebrity. Bust down demon when I'm doing fucking new chain link. Round like that digger, fingers on the diggers. If a digger wants some smoke, I'll let the rock by me his liver. Hey. Hey.
I thought that was pretty cool today, man. It just went live or put that on our page. I thought it was pretty cool.
We got whoever that is. That guy's got a VIP pass to the fence show. We got his hotel covered. We need to find that guy. Yeah. Susan, if you're watching, and I know you are in the back, find that guy. We need him on the stage over at the fence show.
Yeah, that was good. Somebody find him. The confidence was great. I love it. The rock bar meet my liver, I think is what he said. That's pretty fantastic.
That's hilarious.
Good find there. So after Fence in Texas, what's that? We got 2 more big events we haven't announced yet. After Fence in Texas, which is March 6th and 7th, by the way, we didn't give them the dates.
Yeah.
Then we got Fence Madness in Indiana, March 31st through April 4th. Get my dates right here. We're going to do 2 days of gate operator installation training in Indiana. We're going to do a day of vinyl installation, no dig, aluminum installation, no dig, wood installation, no dig. And that's it on those 5 days in a row. That'll be in March 31st. And then let's see, that's Fence May Mayhem will be installation training for a 2-day installation training of gate operators again. But this one's going to have a deck installation, 2-story no dig deck, and a pergola, vinyl fence, wood fence, and aluminum fence again. Like those are 2 big 5-day trainings, March 31st and May.
Yeah, there's always, man. There's just a ton of stuff going on. And in a minute, we're going to get to Fence Social. We got a calendar on there with all the links and everything so that you can
someone to put all this stuff to keep track of it.
It's going to be on there, but I don't want to get to that until we get to something more.
What Brian and Sean say.
Oh boy, what do we got?
It's that time. It's that time.
Best commercial auto insurance out there.
Oh gosh, I mean that would be per state. I guess it's different everywhere, right?
Do you
use a broker? Do you use a broker? Do you go online and I'd be curious to get feedback from people on this too. Do you use a broker or do you go online and just kind of get somebody that you don't have a relationship with?
Yeah, I use a broker. My broker is a friend of ours, so
yeah,
I have a relationship with him at least, right? And over the years, I've had brokers, and I've had brokers that were related to me. But I think I've always had brokers. How about that? Like I've never tried to do this on my own.
Yeah.
Get insurance on my own. I would be a little nervous. I don't think I have the skill set to
Yeah.
make sure I get it right.
And they shop it every year. I mean, I've had the same broker for like 20, 30 years on my insurance. And I guess I know, like, I think I did switch my bond maybe from him after a while because it was easier to get and it was easier to get printed out and get it and stuff like that. But my insurance, my general liability, auto, and he's helped arrange the workers' comp, everything for 20, 30 years. And the difference is I can call that guy at noon on a Sunday. I don't do it very often, but if I did, he's going to answer at home.
Yeah.
What's going on? He won't have the answers for me because me and him never do, but he'll think his girl Christy in the office up with Yadira or Letty and mine, and he'll make it happen. So I guess, like you said, I'm nervous, man, because it's tempting though sometimes because you're looking at this big. We pay $5,000-$10,000 per vehicle a year.
I don't even know what it is for. I don't think I want to know exactly what it is.
Yeah, and it's just ridiculous. You add that up times, 10, 12. I mean, it just starts adding up quick. And then you always think, and that's just the auto, right? So then you add the general liability, the extra $5 million umbrella. We try to get it all under one. They shop it every year. And I know I could save money if I was to go online to just like, some generic auto insurance commercial. But
if you don't have the right coverage.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. And then if something happened, could you call them or, I don't know. I guess I'm nervous about it. So I guess the best auto insurance out there is the one you're the most comfortable with. And, insurance itself is supposed to give you some peace of mind. So if you don't get that peace of mind from your insurance, then you got the wrong auto insurance, I think. Right. So shop it. If you're about price, shop it, but make sure those limits fit. If you really want that peace of mind, find a broker you trust.
Don't go with the cheapest.
Yeah, someone you can call.
Usually cutting some shit out.
If I didn't have the cell phone number of the guy that's signing me up, I wouldn't sign. I wouldn't take the insurance policy. That's kind of what I've always kind of lived by. If I can't call the guy on his cell phone, if I don't have, if you got to call the office and leave a message for him, I don't know if that's the right insurance company for me. I guess right.
That's fair.
Yeah. So hopefully that answers it.
Oh, how do small startup companies survive? Year 3 for us, and we will be out of business soon if things don't change. How does a small company get in front of customers? No one seems to be buying. We have no commercial work, some leads, but very little closing. We go under in about 2 months and we can't find work. Well, 2 months is a long time. I think most people don't know it, but we only operate about 3 months worth of work for us. Maybe, and right now we're probably down to less than 2 weeks right now. So even I don't know, 25 years in the business, 2 months worth of work, I don't even know what that would be like, right? We've operated with just a few weeks, and it's always that way. Like literally, if I get no work for the next 3 weeks, I'm in trouble too. Like I'm out.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm kind of the same. I mean, but I think what he's saying, he's going to go out in 2 months, maybe not because of work, but because he doesn't have enough money to survive without work for that long. And that's about when he's going to run out of money fund wise. So
I wouldn't even last 2 months. If I had no work for 2 months, no way.
Yeah, I'd be hurting if I didn't have that cash flow. Cash flow is king. So I know you got to start chasing jobs. We don't do much residential. We probably do 5% residential, and it's probably for people we know. And then whenever times get tough, I think to myself, man, if I don't take some residential jobs to get the cash flow going, while I'm waiting on money to come from some commercial ones and all the stuff we're doing, that I'm going to be hurting. And then I take a couple of them commercial jobs, and then I remember, or the residential ones, then I remember why I stopped doing the residential.
So the opposite for me, we get the hurt and I take the commercial jobs, right? We're doing one right now. We're doing a ball thing, and it's kicking our ass. Right?
Really?
Why are we doing 30-foot tall backstops? We should not be doing.
Well, I guess when I say commercial, you're thinking general contractors, right?
No, commercial, like being like a huge chain link facility.
Yeah, anything. Yeah, okay.
Like,
yeah, so
GCs necessarily. Even though we are doing the GC, the job has been ready not a day since we've been there.
Yeah,
lying, always. But no, it's the opposite. I took the job because we didn't have the work, and now I'm doing the job. I'm like, oh my god.
I love them, man. Give me a 30-foot tall backstop over a 5-foot tall residential
30-foot tall backstop would be one thing, but we are on the backstops are on top of a 2-foot ledge of offset of mud because we've had nothing but rain and snow and it's ice, right? And so how do you even navigate solid ice and try to put fabric up on top of this thing with a crew that doesn't even know when's the last time they've done this? Oh no, never.
Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you though, residential, maybe at one point they were like 10% of our business, 10, 15, and they were like 80% of our management time. I just don't think we're equipped for it. We're not equipped for those follow-up calls. The call, you got to call them that day before, let them know you're going to be there. I think they just sit at home and they sit on their porch and they look at that fence,
Right.
all night. And the commercial
It's off a
people, if you're
little bit.
working, they go home and they're like, you know what? I thought that fence was going to be at this line, but I'd like it a little bit lower so I can see the golf course behind it or something. And then even though you did it the right way, you did it 2 inches
Yep.
off the ground or 4 inches off the ground. So you
That's
lower
why
it for them
reality
at your
fits.
cost. And then they're like, you know what? It's got these holes in the post now. And I'm like, yeah, it's got holes because you had me move the fence. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Right.
Thank you.
Well,
Exactly.
and then they don't want to pay. And you're just like, give me whatever you want. I just want to get out of here. Take the, and then it's funny. You could do like a couple 100 feet of fence. And then all it was the fork latch was wrong or the latch was wrong. And they want like 30% off the price of the whole project. And you're like, man, that was a $5 latch.
So
that you didn't like.
I don't give my money back. I'll fix whatever, but I'm not giving it.
Right.
This is no.
But I guess, how do small startup companies survive? I know I saw this post, by the way. Anybody that's watching, this was these posts, Susan pulls them at random from the Fence Industry Only group on Facebook. And so I saw this post, and obviously it gets to all of our hearts as business owners, right? We've all been there, that moment where we're, I think you saw that post where if your head's not between your head at sometimes wondering what you're going to do next, you're really not in the game. Well, welcome to the game. I mean, this is the game. This is what we signed on for, and this is the life. And you're a glutton for punishment, but you actually love it and you like it. So I think that how do you survive it is it's different in different areas, because some areas you're allowed to go do different things. Like you can, different states, they don't have actual trade licenses specifically for what you're doing. A fence guy can go do gutters, he can do walls, he can do paint, he can do decks. Well, if you're in one of those states, then I think you should just go out and start mowing lawns and painting decks and staining and doing, cleaning out gutters, whatever you can do, windows. But if you're in a state like Nevada where it's overregulated, you're stuck with doing fencing. So that means you need to get your crews or start hanging flyers on commercial buildings. Go, take it to the mattress. Start
B&I meetings.
Yep.
Meetings. Like you gotta be relentless.
Go to Home Depot and start trolling the material area for the fencing. Put flyers on the business cards on the windows. I mean, honestly, if you're not doing all that, you're not even trying. Right. Then in 2 months, if you go out of business, it was your fault. You probably shouldn't have. You know what I mean? You probably should have tried
signs out signs and you go network for 2 months, dude. You will sell. You absolutely will sell jobs. But if you just want to sit there and wait for the phone to ring. Not gonna happen.
Dude, I ran out of work one time and all my guys showed up, and these were all the installers, everything. I went up. Do you remember the big Thomas Brothers maps you'd put on your wall back? You'd have it on your wall and you break the city up into grids. Well, I broke the neighborhoods up around our office into grids, and I had this, and I put a name in each one of these grids, and I gave them flyers, and we went to all the commercial buildings for plated jobs. And the flyer was designed for plated jobs that I knew that I could weld the plates up real quick and we could get out there and do the jobs real fast. And I had them hang flyers. Every installer I had putting, not hanging flyers, but stopping in the businesses, these warehouses, in the commercial areas. And by the end of the day, we had 2 or 3 quotes that we gave, and we sold one, and we were back at work. By the end of the week, we drummed up a ton of work. So
we did the same thing. We would get one lead out of 100 flyers was our average ratio, and we would sell 50% of those.
Yep.
And it was just enough to keep a
next thing you know. Yeah. Yep. Next thing you know, your crews are working. Next thing you know, you're calling the guys back from hanging them to weld posts on plates, and the next day or that afternoon, you're out there bolting posts to the ground and you're stretching wire. Yep. So if you really want it, you can survive it. But it's tough, man. I feel for you. I don't remember who posted this. I can't. Maybe it's anonymous. It's hard to say. Yeah, but I feel for you, man. Just don't give up, right? And depending on where you're at, find something, find a way, right? Even a crackhead finds that crack the next day. Don't let a crackhead ever outdo your mindset. You know what I'm saying? You think a crackhead wakes up in the morning and says, I don't think I can do it. I don't think I'm going to find any crack today. No, he gets out there and finds that crack.
Oh my
God. Don't let him outdo your mindset. Did the online dig safe change for everyone as of the first of the year? What you call it, dig safe, or is it 811? You're talking about?
That's 811. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't call it in. We used to call it in. Now I think it's done online, and I'm not the one that does it here. So if they made a change, I'll be honest, I probably wouldn't notice, or I don't even know the login. So I'm probably a bad person to ask for that. We probably don't do our own 811s. Do you?
I could not call an 811 in. I mean, I could dial number 811 and then be like, now what? They're going to ask me for
Yeah.
county and code. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, then they want. I tell them my company name. I'm pretty sure we would manage. So that would be a whole episode right there. Watching Sean and I call an 811 in.
Well, that'd be funny, wouldn't it?
You know, I know it's easy though. I know it's pretty easy. Yeah. But hey, without further ado, let's bring up the Fence Social, because I know that's what a lot of people are on here waiting to see. So this is actually my profile on here that I created. So quick rundown on this thing. This is what we've created this because Sean, you do a lot of expos, and what happens when you go to an expo? We got obviously, and I think that we really push to have
so many people. I got all these ideas and all these contacts.
Yep.
And then I try to keep the cards or put them in my phone. Hell, I may even save them on my phone, and I'll forget where they are in the phone. It's just
Yep. Yeah. So we've created two. I mean, the whole thing is designed around, and what's going to open up here shortly is going to be the badge scanning. So everybody gets a profile automatically, and this will be similar to the attendees and everything that you have coming in here. And everyone gets assigned. It automatically creates a unique barcode for you, which will be used to print badges and stuff at the events. So you could use this year round as well. But attendees will actually have their badges. It'll be it'll based off of their information in here.
Okay.
And then what happens is when you're at the show, your badge will have the QR codes. The exhibitors will be able to scan those, and those will go into a section over here where it'll say scan badges or scan business cards. So also, it's a little different on your mobile phone. There'll be some links up towards the top here to say scan, and it looks different on your mobile phone if you were to go on there and download
if
the
you
app.
scan them, will it organize and say these are the contacts you got from Fence Tech? These are the contacts you got from the Fence Show. These are the contacts you got from Fence in Texas. Really?
Yeah. So it's definitely going to scan and give you a list here, collate it by the events and things like that. And anybody's been able to do it. Like the events that you have coming up and the events, anybody's been able to print badges at their events and scan, and the business cards. And, I don't think that, I know we try to say business cards might completely go away, but I don't think the business cards themselves are going to be going away in our lifetime. But what we do with those cards is what's going to change. I go to a ton of shows like you do, and I get these business cards and I shove them in my pocket. And I'm so bad that I will carry these business cards and stack them like this in my pocket for 3-4 days a week, because I know that I want to call these people back and organize these cards somehow. And then finally I've got to go to a dinner, and it's a nice dinner, and I don't want this big stack of cards sticking out. So I'll put them on my dresser. And then I'm like, okay, I got to remember those. I take them to my desk, and then I put them on my desk, and then I got a meeting with somebody, and I'm like, I got to clear my desk. So I put them in my desk drawer, and I never look at them again, or they get lost. They go in a stack. And now months have went by.
That is exactly what happens to me. Exactly.
And I've never reconnected with these people that I met. So what's going to happen is, using the same app, the same program, which is all connected to your Fence social account, you're going to be able to scan a business card as well, even if you're at a different event. And it's going to actually take that business card, it's going to read it, take that data into a database, which will be over on the left here. It'll say scan business cards that you scanned as well. And that's being tested in the back end right now. So that's hopefully going to be ready here shortly for everybody. We're already using it at the back end, but that's basically what that was kind of designed for, for them. And then also, obviously, events. When you come into here, into your events, and it's a little slow on this end right here because I'm sharing the monitor, but you'll see all the events are going to start showing up in here. Here's AFA, the next one, because it shows where we're at, and all the information on where you're going to register. If you wanted to register, you click this button, and it goes over to their registration pages.
Nice.
International Building Show, if you want to register for that one, coming up into the next month, they're being added on here. The Door King training that we got going on, you'll be able to click on that and register. Fence in Texas, if somebody's right now, if you're watching this, go to Fence Social, go to the calendar, and you're going to be able to actually register for this right now. You can add this to your calendars and things like that. And if you have an event, obviously we're going to miss something, right? But this is going to be the most comprehensive, literally fully unbiased event probably right calendar. Yeah, you can add it, send it over to us, and we're going to try to get them on there as quick as we can. We're testing all that feature out to get it on there. Obviously, the more we use it, the quicker it's going to be at getting your stuff on there. Yep. Groups, obviously, we're all pretty familiar with groups, and today we kind of just opened this thing up. Bunch of people are creating groups already. So get in there and try to get some of your stuff going in there, and the best practices guides in some of these groups. Pretty similar to what we're used to. but it's going to be more fence, fence related pages. This is where it gets fun. Is you're already in here? Look at that. Keystone set their page up, and this is where the business of the exhibitors, not just exhibitors, but everybody as a whole, you're going to be able to come in here and set up your business page. And this is going to be something that stays all year, not just for a month during the show, not just for 2 weeks during the show. And then you're going to, I don't know if you've connected
everything about you. It's like a business website.
And you know, Mitch, it looks like he's been connected as an employee. So all your employees can be connected as well. So if you're looking to get a hold of somebody and get the information on getting a hold of them, their websites, maybe contact a specific employee that you met at the show or anywhere else, you're going to be able to go in here, go straight to Mitch's profile as well, and send him a message. So it's really about connecting. And it's got familiar stuff you're familiar with, Rails, similar to your Reels, things like that. And your homepage, your news feeds, and all this stuff that's going on. So it's definitely worth checking out and getting, kind of getting in there early and get your username early, because we have no way of changing any usernames. If somebody picks your username, it's gone. There's nothing we can do unless that person leaves. You know what I mean? And you can make arrangements to get it. So if you're really picky about a username, then get in there and, get it early. So it's just fentsocial.com. Android app's already out. So you can go to the Android store and get the app right now for that. I think iOS was supposed to be out today. So I haven't checked, but that's kind of cool. Again, Fence Social, it's going to be the app that everybody's going to be able to use. If you have an event and you want to print badges and look professional at your event, you don't have to be a big Fence Show and Security Expo or a Fence Tech, or one of your events to take advantage of it. Because, I mean, honestly, those things, I don't think a lot of people don't realize these exhibitors spend a lot of money to come to these shows and being able to communicate all year. And my goal from this has always been the same even with the Fence Show is, I don't want to just sign someone up for a booth and then I'll see you in 9 months, 10 months. And then I turn this badge scanning app on, and we've had some apps, right? We kind of pioneered some of this even for our industry, these apps that are more interactive with people. So we wanted something where you guys could take advantage of it all year and be communicating with the attendees and be communicating with each other throughout the whole year. And it's not, it's not just go away in 30 days. We don't just shut the app down because it's expensive. I mean, you take those shows like Fence Show and Fence Tech. I mean, we could spend $20,000-$50,000 setting up an app for you guys to be able to scan badges, and then you don't get anything out of it after 30 days, right? You just get a list, and hopefully you can call and reconnect 30 days later. So the whole goal is to have all of you exhibitors benefit all year, and that's the premise behind it.
I like the idea of the print badges. We're going to use the heck out of that for all of our trainings this year. Love that.
Yep.
Front Rock Fence says, "What's up, Sean and Brian? See you guys at Fence Tech." Oh, he's going to be there.
What's up, man? This show is going to be crazy. I just, people just keep reaching out saying, "Are you going to be there? You're going to be there?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man, of course." So we're, if anybody hasn't got their, I don't know. I think that, again, if you want to register for the Fence Tech, go on Fence Social and click on that link. I don't know it off the top of my head, but I'm sure you can get a hold of somebody, get a hold of Sean and make him pay for your way in or something with some tools.
There's no reason not to get there. Okay, let's go. Let's get there.
No, not at all. Reach out to us if you're in Las Vegas. I think you got room for another person to ride in the truck. We'll give you a lift up.
Yeah, shit. You fly to Indiana, you can ride in the back of the truck. Let's go. If you're riding in the truck, you're gonna help drive. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, no, it's 6 hours, so it's gonna be. As older I get, man, I don't know what it is, man. When I was younger, I could drive for 24 hours. Now it's like 4 hours. I'm like stiff, and it's rough. Yeah,
I'll be on the phone probably the whole damn time.
It makes it go by.
So I'll be available on the phone on Saturday and Sunday this weekend. You guys want to call me?
Yeah. So I'll be seeing you next week. I know I just saw you. I feel like I just saw you last week, right? But I'll see you for the next 2 weeks. Is Heather coming with you too?
She is going to make an appearance. She will not be driving 24 hours with me. She's definitely going to be flying in like Wednesday and fly home Friday type of thing. So we'll be there Saturday to Saturday, or we'll leave Saturday and we'll leave there Saturday, whatever you want to call it.
Mark says he's planning on bringing everybody down for a couple of days. Hey, if you're going to Fence Tech, drop it in the comments. Let us know so we can reach out to you and try to meet up with you if we've got any extra T-shirts or something. We definitely want to meet up with as many people as we can for that couple of days we're there. When's the Homeland party?
I've gotten a bunch of emails about it, but I'm so busy getting my stuff ready. I'm not sure. I'm going
to get that on the calendar, everybody. We'll get that information on the Fence social calendar as well. So if there's any events anybody has going on during Fence Tech that you need people to register for, or RSVP, let us know and we'll get it on the calendar for Fence
So
social.
the Homeland Products is Fence Tech 25 party invite, and I got the invite in front of me. 6 o'clock to 9:30 p.m. February 27th, a Thursday.
Thursday. Okay, cool.
Thursday.
Yeah, and we'll be there
Homeland's
Thursday, I think.
Welcome reception
So,
party
awesome.
Thursday. So
Yeah. All right. I'll be seeing you next week. Everybody, thanks for watching. Do you have any final thoughts, Sean?
stay blue, stay true. See you guys in Salt Lake.
All right. We'll see everybody later. Stay warm.
Hey, I walk around like that digger, fingers on the diggers. If a digger wants some smoke, I'll let the rock by me at his liver. Came in looking dirty and I'm leaving if it's rocky. If they try me, said I'm sloppy, mixing out the big body. Pop out on a custy. Digger, what the fuck up? Last batch strong as fuck, my Portland doing push-ups. If you bop that action, write that check, I'll pull the fuck up. You be wanting hella fencing winter, shut the fuck up. My fences be shining like some glitter, but it's easy. Film a ginger, put him on the news, he on TV. I got all these jobs cause I'm a goddamn celebrity. Bust down demon when I'm doing fucking new chain link. Round like that digger, fingers on the diggers. If a digger wants some smoke, I'll let the rock by me his liver. Hey.
Yo, Brian and Sean out.
See ya.